I'm tired.
And we're back. Season 4, episode 1. Don't come here with that bullshit podcast. And we are back for another season.
Sounds scripted, man.
I feel husky.
I didn't write that. That was our freestyle. You know the first episode, I always come in live.
Yeah.
You know that. Come on, Twan.
I felt it a little bit.
It's your boy, K-Lo, Clockavelli, Sweet Clock Jones, KZ, and I'm joined with...
Wait. Who the fuck is KZ?
Me. You haven't been watching, have you?
I'm gone for one goddamn season and you're KZ.
KZ?
Yeah.
Your boy,
Yeah. That name goes and everything.
Kanye West,
Yeah.
KZ, LL Cool K. I got Mo.
Tell me your real government name.
Timothy Williams. I Am Comedy. And I'm joined with...
You kill my momentum, and you're joined by the nurse, Antoine. Season 4. Back on the couch with my mans, Andre.
You had some
miss you,
more
man.
names, though.
No, I'm not gonna come in there with all.
You not going to do Black Morris and...
No, man, I'm matured now.
Oh.
I'm more sophisticated this season.
Anyway.
See the new scenery.
We got something special for you tonight. If you look over to this side right here, you'll notice that we got somebody special.
Stop touching.
How am I special?
We got two special people, actually.
He's special.
That's true.
You might recognize this guy from season 1, one of the original members of the Fat Boys.
OG?
Sir, who are you?
I was on season 2.
Come on. You was on season 2?
I was on season
I'm sorry.
I was on season 2.
I'm sorry. He was on season 2. The guy from
You was the
season
only
1.
black guy on season 1.
Oh no.
Season 1.
Yeah.
I think he's blacker than me.
Sir, what is your name, sir?
Oh, I'm Andre.
Better known as...
Andre Maurice.
Oh.
I'm not liking the way he's coming back to this. I'm really not. This is not what I want. Who are you?
A father of 4 and a husband.
Anyway, we joined
Why is he so
today with our good pal, Rainey.
y'all want me to come in hot?
Yeah, we want you to come in. I don't want this dry shit.
Who's being...
We're recording right now, sir. You're on.
We on the clock?
We is on the clock.
All right. King trolling this bitch. You want me to say it
You
the way
gonna
I'm
whisper
supposed to say
it? King trolling this
You want me to
bitch.
say it the way I'm supposed to say it?
King trolling this bitch.
King trolling this bitch.
There we go.
He is, man.
Ohio.
I feel
Princess King trolling first, man.
listen, I feel inappropriate right now.
Why did it take so long for you to get that bullshit out?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Don't come here with that bullshit.
Exactly.
Trademark.
I looked at the camera. So right now, we is joined with our special guest today, my man, his man,
Yeah.
the world famous Rainey.
E tell che si missi non me le chiede forse Marco. No.
And we had to put the subtitles right there.
Yeah.
bro.
What's up, fam?
Peter gonna be like, yeah, go ahead. So
You not about to get me in trouble. I gotta go home.
To our Spanish viewers at home, you know what he said.
Yeah.
He said he's happy to be here.
I'm happy to be here.
It is good to be here, man. So
Don't come in here with that on Spotify.
yeah.
Because I can't see you brothers on this black couch.
on Spotify, Apple Music,
That's why we got the light.
YouTube,
I'm wearing all black.
all places.
Yeah,
So we
Antoine looked like your elbow. And you're like,
Black as hell.
yeah.
So you gotta rub him the right way. And he ashy too.
I'm always asking.
Oh, man.
Feel ashy.
But we're going to get back into it. It's
Get
been a
some cocoa
while
butter.
since we had Troll in here. It's been a while since we've been in here.
right?
We're going to go ahead and get to our first topic. I know we late, but we just not getting started. The whole Cat Williams on Club Shay Shay epidemic. We're a little late with it. What did y'all think about it? We can go down the line.
What did you think about it? As one of the comedians, as one of Lubbock's top comedians.
Don't say that.
Wait, I'm gonna say it.
Don't say that. I'm not
I'll give
Lubbock's
you
top. I'm
flowers,
not one of
man.
Lubbock's top.
You are.
I'm not.
You, as
Being nice this season.
one of Lubbock's top comedians. What were your thoughts?
Well, I mean, I've been rocking with Cat Williams for a while. A lot like me, he says a lot of crazy shit. But you know, he stood on that. I know it's competition in the game, Kevin Hart and everybody else. He said he had the receipts. It is a lot of, you know, joke stealing in the business.
Yeah.
And, man, I just believe what he said was correct.
Yeah.
Now, the Ricky Smiley shit, the role about who was supposed to be Money Mike, I mean, he did clear that shit up, but, I mean, you know, that's how I feel. I just feel, I stand with him. I stand with Cat.
You stand with Cat?
I stand with Cat.
How you like that? I also stand with Cat because, like, and Cat Williams is like really like my type of person because like he always lets out the truth. Like he's not afraid of like the consequences. Like he's not afraid of like standing on like what he says. Like I just love like how Cat Williams like his comedy. I love really like it might be just like a biased opinion honestly because like I said
I don't like what you doing.
be like with Diddy or something like that. with Cat Williams, so.
Rainey?
No, take me up on his wings or something. What I'm saying.
Rainey, what's your thoughts, man?
This Cat Williams guy is this a
Yeah.
colored comedian? I think.
Yeah.
He's a little sawed off, little pint-sized motherfucker.
No, I mean you know how I feel about it. Cat was being Cat, man, and there's a lot of truth and honesty in what he had to say. There's a lot of us who've been out in the game for years who felt like, yeah, finally somebody broke through all the bull and just started saying the real, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, the percentages may not be at 100%, but a lot of what he had to say just in theme had a lot of us on the phone, you know, and in Zooms talking, going, yeah, man, somebody finally said enough with the bullshit.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, my mama
Somebody said what everybody else is afraid of.
Yeah. Finally, somebody took that step, and you know, I'm sure it ain't at 100.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's less than 93.
Yeah. He had a lot of receipts. He had a lot of receipts.
Yeah. And having been out there in the game, you know, it's just certain things you know that you're like, well, that makes sense because blah blah blah.
Nobody said anything either, so nobody came to like defend what he was saying.
But
So-
what are your thoughts? Because for some reason,
Yeah, you like you.
I don't feel like you believe Cat. What are your thoughts?
I don't. I think that interview put Cat in the same category that Corey Holcomb was in. Yeah.
a hater.
Yeah. First of all, I feel like, and this is from the outside looking in, I'm not a comedian, and I don't get, like, my dick don't get hard from sitting there watching motherfuckers just shit on each other. I feel like it was divisive. I feel like it was specifically timed to when his tour was coming out. It's getting people going. It's getting people talk. It's provocative. Like it's
But,
you know.
I'm gonna let you finish. But Cat's always been like that though. Anytime he does an interview,
He's always loud and outspoken.
Not like that.
he's always been like that.
Not to that extreme. That's the thing.
His name dropping.
Yeah.
But this-
but not to the
Go
point
ahead,
to
go
where
ahead.
he's shitting on. Like, has he shit on Kevin Hart consistently? Yes, but it's always been Kevin Hart. That's from what I saw. This time he's going in here like he's going out his way to shit on folks. To take it a step further, the nigga said he read 3,000 books a year. Sir, kiss my whole entire ass.
3,000 books a year.
Go back and watch the interview.
At least 2 books a day, 3 or 4 books a day. So
He a reader, man. Readers read.
I don't know. That's
We
not
really can't.
I said 93. Look, you know, you ever
Say 93.
yeah, you ever watch, you know, we all are sports fans, and you're watching the game, and the referee call a personal foul. The guy he calls it on, is he usually the first?
You got to contest it.
No,
He's usually responding
Yes.
to something.
Yeah.
So when you say divisive, a lot of what Cat was doing was responding to stuff that had already been laid down. So he was responding to divisiveness. Doesn't necessarily make him divisive, in my opinion. But I get where you're coming from. I just feel like, as we said in the beginning, no one was making that step. You know, for those who can't speak up, who can't say about things that are going on in the game and alliances and all this kind of stuff that I've seen up close that, you know,
the gatekeeping and things.
yeah,
like
all of that kind of stuff that it's like, yeah, man, it was just nice to hear somebody stand on that.
So the reason why they brought me back was to be the contrarian, and we just throw that out there because I'm the one that typically goes against the fucking grain with these niggas.
There you go.
No, I feel.
But I look at the Shannon Sharp thing as a whole. You're giving an outlet for the divisiveness. So I look at what he did with was it Cedric? I think Cedric the Entertainer, which is what got it started. Then Kat, then Monique brought her shit up, in which I'm over her and her bullshit.
Everybody is at this point.
Yeah, I'm tired of her. No, I want to go back and check seasons because I think he was defending the hoe. But
I don't remember doing that.
But then I saw Lil Real, Country Wayne, so all these cats, and specifically the comedians. I'm not seeing any other genre get on there and shit on anybody else right now, on that platform. So it's like, okay, you've given the platform for people to tell their truth, to speak their truth, but their truth involves them shitting on other people in the process. I think that's where I took an issue.
Yeah, but as comedians, it's not built into our art form like hip hop.
That's fair.
So it's like, you know, if I got a beef with Kimothy, you know, I'm not going to do a bit about it, you know. Oh, I was going to say maybe every once in a while. Eddie Murphy did it in
Raw.
Yeah.
You know.
Tell Bill Cosby he could suck my dick.
Yeah.
He know.
Yeah, and you know, and then there's been times since then that certain comedians, when they're doing the bit, you're like, we know exactly who he's talking about. Yeah. But I just feel like a kind of like guerrilla warfare. Like sometimes that's evolved in certain countries because of the fact that that's the only way that group could respond. They don't have a legit military. So I feel like from the comedian's point of view of those of us who've been out there in the game and not being able to make headway and maneuver because of the alliances and all of this stuff going on, to finally have someone speak up and give voice to that, I can tell you, man, across the country, comedians went, yeah. And we know, you know, I say 93, the next person may say 76. We know it ain't all.
I think that 76 might be accurate. But then, I don't know, the motherfucker ran a 40.
But wait, let me say this though.
He ran a 4.940. It was crazy.
Let me say this though.
He's got a lot of receipts in that interview.
Cat don't have to clout chase.
Right.
That's what a lot of people probably thought he was doing. He don't have to do that to sell tickets.
No.
Cat's gonna sell tickets with or without doing
Right. He's got his fan base sold up.
He does have a built-in fan base. He is going to sell tickets. Compare his tickets that he was selling before to what they are now, and I guarantee you that at minimum they doubled.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. But it could be a multi-layered thing going on there. You know what I mean? It's like that's the game. Period. I mean,
it's marketing. You know, drama sells, and he sold some shit.
Millions of views on that.
Yeah, I'm sure Bay ain't sitting home going, I don't wear this dress that show my ass.
It's happened on accident. So that's the thing what I'm saying about the whole Cat thing. So, and he did say a lot of shit would be exposed this year.
Yeah.
Which it has.
It has.
The Nickelodeon shit.
Yep.
Y'all been keeping up with that?
I have not. I'll be honest.
Nickelodeon, that's between.
We will not be treating like Cat Williams like he's fucking Nostradamus. Like we're
no, he said.
Wait a minute, man. Why not?
Because my blackness won't allow it. We will not be treating this.
I mean, what you know about Nostradamus?
What do I know about him?
He had bars.
Yeah. He did.
Are you talking about Nasir bin Aluna Jones, or are we talking about Nostradamus?
We talking about Nostradamus.
Oh man.
Well, we're gonna see.
Like I was saying,
Receipts.
Cat Williams said that all this shit would happen.
Yeah, exactly.
He did.
We'll see what happens.
He did, man.
He said he's Nostradamus, or he predicted the future.
He said, what will happen?
He said that the fake will be exposed this year.
Yep.
So basically, 2024 is gonna be the year of the truth.
He did say
And
that.
a lot of that shit is starting to come out.
A lot of what shit is coming up.
It's a
The
general
Diddy
term,
shit,
though,
the Dan Snyder shit,
Hold on. So let's stop at the Diddy
yo
shit.
shit in college.
He said the Chiefs would win the Super Bowl. He said the Chiefs will win the Super Bowl.
What is that?
Like,
Wait.
We're not saying that we go to Cat Williams like for answers.
Right, exactly.
No, because we not gonna do. Now we moving the goalposts. Listen.
Oh shit, with that shit.
Yeah, nigga. I'm back. So
Yeah, he's back.
Move the goalpost.
so
King Trow. Yes, sir.
man. So the Diddy shit, we gonna give Cat credit for that bullshit. He talked about
It's
it.
not credit.
He talked about no. Cat said that the truths would be revealed. So Cassie Ventura has nothing to do with the shit at all.
No.
Cassie?
Yes, Cassie, the one that told us about the freak offs, the one who filed the first big suit against him.
Yeah, she didn't actually tell first on
Yeah,
him, like,
that shit
they
happened
was,
last
like,
year.
at the Nut
They
House
gave-
too. So.
Did they raid his house last year?
Nope.
Thanks to Cat.
Cat got his. Hey, P. Diddy, you need to go pay Cat a visit, bro.
No, but
Williams said that all this shit will be exposed this year.
yeah, sometimes somebody can be a lightning rod, like Hannibal was with the Cosby shit.
Yeah.
But that's
Gotta be a
completely
cop like
different.
that, yeah.
How different?
That was a vague statement. I could tell you that it's money in all of our futures here immediately this year. And you know what's gonna happen on the first of for everybody?
We're gonna get paid.
Thank you. Now, did I lie?
Yeah, because you don't obviously know my life.
Yeah.
I thank you
know
for
we
the
still
hope, though.
But he just said
I'm going to
that.
be broke
We're
until
not saying-
August.
We're not saying Cat is a prophet. He just said that he opened up the door for a lot of true shit to come out.
Oh, we gone till November. So
So your favorite rappers, when you was talking about them bad boy niggas,
Whoa,
now you know them niggas is back there sucking dick.
Whoa,
Don't come in with that bullshit podcast.
What?
whoa.
So remember when we was always talking about this East Coast,
Yeah.
West Coast shit?
Puff is your
yeah,
fave?
ain't going back.
No,
Puff is your fave?
no, shit.
Oh, he loves Puff.
The East Coast versus West Coast.
When you used to call yourself a bad boy?
No.
I'm sure.
We just making shit up now.
Oh, no, we're not.
Oh, man.
I need to see some receipts.
Then you
Yeah,
fuck
we
around
need
with
to interview Cat about y'all.
Yeah, a lot of East Coast rappers.
So that East Coast shit.
Wasn't this nigga? wasn't this nigga sitting on your couch talking about he was a bad boy?
No, Biggie. All right, Biggie. That was.
You don't think he
I
got
was
big?
sitting at home saying, I ain't gonna sit there and
We not
let
gonna
you
do
sit
that.
there and watch
Wait.
that nigga talk about bad boy.
Hold on, Randy.
Wait. So you don't think Diddy
gonna do
got Biggie?
I'm not engaging in that.
Say
at
what?
all. See?
Say what?
I was just asking, do you think
my
that
God.
nigga Diddy got Biggie?
I'm not engaging in that. We will
God,
not
Biggie,
desecrate-
what do you even mean?
Man, his
Like,
eyes
that's
still-
like in the paperwork.
Yeah.
Like he had that other nigga in the bathtub with the cinnamon butter on his chest.
Oh,
That
my
was in
God.
the paperwork.
Oh, you
That
talking
was
about
in the
nigga
paperwork.
In the bathtub with the leather and the.
Are you trying to say that he had Biggie somewhere going, oh,
Yeah.
So he had
Oh.
baby.
Oh, baby.
Tupac is dead, sir. We're not going in there.
Baby.
He had,
Oh.
Tupac had gold on him.
Yeah.
Not
Motherfucker was in there looking like the Black Xerxes.
oh, wow.
Tupac? Hey, man.
Damn, he back on the show one day. You already did some Tupac?
His
You
boy-
brought up Biggie, bro. I had nothing to do with this
I
shit.
brought up Puffy and Biggie.
Okay.
You the Tupac fan, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
Tupac.
But
That's what I'm saying.
why you didn't throw
It's funny
Tupac
to
in the mix?
You know, Tupac used to party with Puff.
Well, Tupac was in prison.
Tupac didn't party with Puff.
He did party with
There's
Puff.
a lot of people that had party with Puff though.
Him and
LeBron James, where he from?
you know who else party with Puff?
Who?
Kobe.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
Man can't even defend himself. So, oh, this guy.
Listen,
Where's your proof?
You say what?
Where's your proof?
All right.
All right. I ain't never seen Kobe and Puff D together.
Yeah.
Look, man.
Me neither.
Shout out to DJ. Shout out to DJ Shawty. She had posted something about LeBron. When LeBron had said, you know, ain't no party like a Puff party, and somebody got in her comments. A few people did,
Yeah.
and it had the article showing Kobe partying with Puff. So, and LeBron is a family man.
Well, I
so
mean-
LeBron
Well,
was
we know
probably,
Kobe
he
just
probably
probably
left
stopped
by
through,
like
though, so.
he probably left by like 11:30.
Yeah, that don't.
Kobe probably did.
It's
too.
just,
That
man.
nigga about got filled up by
You
10.
said Kobe probably did too.
Nah, Kobe did.
We know about the things that Kobe did. How do you think Vanessa got that purple diamond ring? You niggas brought this on y'all selves.
No.
Nah.
Y'all brought up Biggie. Y'all brought up LeBron.
I mean,
Y'all called me back for this.
no, I did not to slander my nigga. What's wrong with you?
Y'all called me back.
Why is
for
you
this.
dissing Kobe in the
I came
first place?
like fucking Thanos. Just saying.
We on the same
Yeah.
brain.
Snap, half niggas gone.
Marvel?
Yeah.
You a Marvel guy?
Got all the 7 rings
Yeah.
on his finger. And wanted all the rings.
Oh.
Yeah, the big strong dude.
Anyway, like we were saying, that Cat Williams exposed a lot of shit.
Yes, he did. Like
Coming at
Nostradamus.
I love the interview. So, I mean, I just can't really say nothing else outside.
Did y'all watch the
I love
full?
Cat Williams.
I watched the full thing. It was
I
great.
done
man.
watched it like
It was
8
great.
times.
Yeah, I done watched it a
Great.
couple times.
First time I watched it, I was like, damn, about time.
I ain't shit.
Yeah.
And you know what? Maybe, and you bring up a really good point. Maybe I wasn't the audience that he was seeking, considering that. I mean, y'all are actual comics. Y'all do this.
Yeah.
Y'all are comedians.
Wait, he did Joe Rogan's podcast too.
but no.
You need to probably watch that one. That was more your speed.
I watched it and it was very strange.
You just hate Cat Williams.
I don't. I'm a fan.
How you a fan and you hating on him? You hating on Tupac, Kobe, and Cat Williams.
When
All
did
in
he-
one day. Thanos.
He was hating on Tupac?
It's Black Jesus.
When did you hate on Tupac?
Because anytime that I bring up the fact that he was, man, I watched something. They were talking about how Tupac was like quasi BDSM almost. Lil Buddy was laying
What the hell is that?
quasi BDSM, like
He a gremlin or something.
partially, like he gave off a bondage vibe from,
Like he like to be tied up.
or doing the tying, but
Where did you get that from?
they started playing, but they started breaking down the psyche of this bullshit that he was doing.
Internet.
So
Why is it bullshit?
Now he's looking at it from like his
I
psychological standpoint here.
because
It's
most
crazy.
of the shit is bullshit.
Yeah, it's bullshit. It's on the internet. You can't believe all this shit.
Him laying in the tub with the gold chains and the leather and the pose he was in and all that shit.
He's
That's
taking a bubble bath. I do that shit too.
just like
You take that-
And you take pictures of him
I mean,
and put them out for the world to see.
No. Yeah. I don't take no pictures. I don't got no gold chain either.
You take bubble baths, bro? Really?
Just put some candles around it, though.
Yeah.
Relaxing. Get you a beer.
Yeah.
I damn near got Freddy Krueger.
Get you a
though.
what?
A beer. So,
In your bubble bath?
yeah, you both
Doing too much. He has some bath bombs, nigga.
Nah, I do a beer. And then.
No,
you know,
bubble
I
baths are
like
smooth.
Yeah.
Get your playlist. Yeah, I feel you.
Oh,
Exactly.
so you niggas like sitting in body soup.
I mean,
Body soup.
it's relaxing.
Body soup.
He said he like doing it. I get in the shower.
Yeah.
It's one young.
That's the way the
That
Romans
bubble
took
bath
baths.
shit.
And we know what the Romans did. That Diddy shit.
Oh, don't start.
Nah.
Speaking of hip hop,
Nah, we, you know, hey, man, you know, the bubble bath. That's why we the two that ain't ashy.
Now my Bath and Body Works lotion says that I am moisturized.
I don't think you can see my
I
ass.
don't look at the hands and shit
I
now.
don't want to take a shower over it's white here, so real ashy. I'm just like,
I don't give a damn.
I like it though.
I don't mind being ashy.
Carry on.
Yeah, like I was
Speaking of
saying.
hip hop,
Speaking of hip hop.
Speaking of hip hop,
Y'all talking about?
Kendrick Lamar on Metro Boomin' and Future. Is that an album?
yeah,
Yeah, it is.
yeah.
So he did a song and
They most of the
he
top chart.
basically went after Drake and Jermaine Cole.
J. Cole just called a stray or two.
I didn't even understand the verse. Like that's what's so bad. I was like, what the hell is going
Yeah,
on?
right.
He talk like, where is he talking about?
It's
Drake and Kendrick. I like people that like. I'm gonna say your name. I'm not gonna go around.
Yeah, it was coded.
These new artists don't do that.
Cat Williams style.
Yeah.
These new artists don't do that.
Yeah, yeah,
Kendrick
yeah.
has been known to do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But Kendrick did this back on Control
Yeah, he did.
a few years ago. So this is nothing new for Kendrick.
To a degree, this sounded more personal than Control did. Control sounded competitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but it wasn't. It was like I say, it was light, but it was heavy. Cause somebody has to respond.
It was a jab to the nose.
Yeah.
It was a little jab to the nose. Bow. I just want you to know I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like it more straightforward?
I like it more straightforward. And like, I don't even think Kendrick Lamar is like even on a level of like, well, J. Cole kind of dropped like every 1 or 2 years, and then like Kendrick Lamar, we don't see him for like every four or 5 years, like Eclipse. Like, why the hell is you talking about you the best? to be the best, you got to put up the belt over
But
and over
don't
again.
you sometimes
can't shy away from
don't you
competition.
sometimes think the best take their time off? Like
You think the best take their time?
Tarantino drop a film every 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, that's true.
Michael Jackson did it every 4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
Outkast.
film is different from music.
Outkast dropped every 4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
What?
Michael Jackson did.
Outkast
4 or
never
5
dropped an album back to back.
0.
So y'all think
Didn't he drop 2 this year?
No, there's one.
Just one.
Michael
Ghetto
Jackson
Gospel out
drops
now.
Classics, man.
And they dropped him last year, right? Is that what it was? Okay. Too soon?
Got
Too
kicked-
soon?
kicked with a
Okay.
bunch of church.
You like Michael Jackson?
I love Michael Jackson.
Really?
Well, you come back disrespectful as hell.
I know.
You is back
Yeah, I love
disrespectful.
Michael Jackson. I'm gonna be honest.
This might be our season finale.
Timothy, do you like Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
You too?
Yeah. I like Michael Jackson and Prince, though.
Wow.
I never liked
You
Prince.
don't like Michael Jackson? The allegations.
I'm just joking, man. I love Michael
I
Jackson.
was about to say.
I told y'all he full of shit. I told you. I'm just joking. I like him.
Yeah. MJ, shoot.
Greatest to ever do it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
As performance-wise, nobody can touch Michael Jackson.
Okay,
They
performance-wise, I'll give you that.
Yeah, it's like
So who's the
they
greatest to
copy
ever do it?
That's very subjective.
I know it is. But who would you?
Prince can get with him.
I was about to say I'm a bigger Prince fan. Younger Andre, I was real big into Michael Jackson, Jackson 5, all that shit. The older I got, the more I got into music, the more I was able to appreciate somebody like Prince, who was a multi-instrumentalist. Was
See,
writing his
I
own
get pissed
shit.
that they even try to make us pick one.
Exactly. Why we can't have 2 kings?
Yeah, that is
Because
both
you
something.
can't have 2 kings.
Why not?
Because only have 1 king.
Cat Williams said.
That's how kingdoms are ruled. You have 1 king.
So why can't they have like if you look at a continent
I didn't get that.
instead of the country?
Man, this college shit though.
I'm just saying, like inside the continent, there's multiple countries, so you can rule you could be the king of your shit.
They got all kind of queens of
They
music.
all them dictators.
All kind of queens of music, kings of music, king of pop, king of rock, king of, you know.
Yeah, but you know what? To me, to be king,
I
you
thought
have to.
James Brown was the king.
Of what?
Dang, he's the godfather.
Yeah.
You niggas don't understand a word James Brown has ever said ever.
Are you serious? What?
Hit me. Give some.
He's,
He said I
he,
feel
he,
good.
he didn't. Why would you listen to him when he said, "Watch me"? Cinnamon.
Yeah.
He was entertaining. That's why.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was the he was the forefather of Drake. Tell me you understand that nigga.
I understand Drake. Drake is literally the most palatable artist that we have in this generation.
What the fuck palatable mean?
Acquired taste, man.
Oh.
No.
Nigga, so you was wrong.
Oh.
So you don't know what it means.
so he
Palatable
Ain't
means
nobody
mouth.
tell him come back with this big ass word.
pause. He's the easiest artist to swallow.
Swallow? That's that shit. That's that shit. That's that shit that you come from. That's that bad boy shit. He's the easiest artist to swallow.
Oh,
Like
Nasty.
there's nothing overtly aggressive about him. There's nothing intimidating about him.
and
He's believable though.
He's believable that he's soft as fuck.
I feel that too.
I just did 4 of his albums. Right there.
That must have been them last ones.
Yeah. They just blew
He was
one
on
past us.
fire for a long time though.
Yeah, he's got some great tracks.
Yeah. I love Drake.
He's a great artist. I'll give him that.
Like Bow Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I love Bow
Boy.
Wow.
You know Soulja Boy just hit 1 billion streams?
Good for him.
Somebody's listening to that nigga.
Somebody throwing that shit in the river.
How many years has Soulja Boy been in the game?
They
I don't know, since I was in high
play
school.
that bullshit in
Okay,
South
so yeah, he should
Korea
have like 1 billion streams by now.
as a torture tactic. They play that shit to get motherfuckers to come out of their homes when they getting ready
You're
to bomb
lying.
it.
Yeah.
Am I though?
You're
That's the
lying.
thing. Am I though?
You're lying.
You know that's really a thing.
what?
Israel and Gaza.
That niggas is getting drowned out the Soulja Boy?
Well, I don't know if it's. I'm pretty sure it might be so.
Where is Drake in like historical, like as far as selling records? He's got to be way up there.
He's up there.
Yeah, he surpassed. No,
Every
I'm
rapper
thinking
that
of
Andre
number
likes.
I
one.
know he ain't surpassed Tay Tay.
No.
Who's Tay-Tay?
He, as far as sales go, he hasn't.
Taylor
he's
Swift.
not in the top 10.
Oh,
Really?
Tay-Tay.
Yeah.
But do they even go by sales anymore? Because it's streams now.
But
Yeah.
even with the streams, they translated over into sales. Yeah.
How do they figure that out? Like, how do they know which streams of
How many times you listen to the song?
Well, you-
Yeah.
which ones are
In
paid
like
for?
15 seconds, you got to listen to it.
Yeah, I haven't paid for music since
15
1997.
Listen, I've been stealing music for a long time, and that sucked because I'm an artist.
Yeah.
Why is
15
it suck?
seconds.
You say what? Shit, I bootlegged my own album.
Yeah, you the problem.
Yeah.
I am.
You bootleg your
I've been
own.
bootlegging. I bootleg sporting events. I
do too.
Yeah, yeah.
What did Tay-Tay say? It's me. How does the song go?
Who's Tay-Tay?
Taylor
I'm
Swift.
The problem is me at T time.
You don't know who Taylor
Oh,
Swift
you
is,
don't know-
man?
know
You
who
watch
Taylor
football.
Swift is.
That's all they showed in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. The skinny white girl.
Tay-Tay.
Don't do that, man. They showed like 30 seconds total at broad.
That's too much in the Super Bowl.
He said that, bro.
You said 30 seconds.
like she was an extra in a sitcom. That broad
They flash over to her and then they go back to the fit.
to the game. Yeah,
Yeah, like people made such a big deal out of that shit.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
at least a commercial.
So what we doing right now, we're just heating up. This is season 4, episode 1.
This is the fourth
and
season.
like I did say at the beginning, we do have a special guest in the building. Mr. Rainey. Mr. Speaking Spanish.
Hey, look, misito. How many episodes have you done each season?
I don't know. It's all spread
The
out.
second season we did 20.
Did we?
Yeah,
20?
20, I think 13 and something else.
Cause you know me in podcasts.
Yeah.
I avoid them like the plague, but
But
I've been promising to come and drop in.
he
It's
knew
cool.
that our podcast
It's good
was
to have you
different.
too, man. So it's good to have you.
Hell yeah.
You're a breath of fresh air.
Oh.
The Godfather of comedy here in Lubbock. Made him tickle him a little bit.
Now, for our viewers that
Shit like a
don't
insult.
know,
Yeah.
how did you get your start in comedy? I guess
Oh man.
we want to go to since we got you. Rainey, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up, fam?
Yes, sir.
I was 14 hanging out with a group of guys, 4 guys who were 18. I was like their pet dog.
Yeah.
And they would push me up to stuff. And I'm ancient, man. This was when the legal age was 19. Mm-hmm. And we would go into these clubs and party and stuff. And this is down in Florida. But they got the DJ to stop the music and announced, I would be telling them jokes in the car and stuff like that. And I guess they got tired of me and just like, okay, we're going to see if you really do it. And they got the DJ to stop the music. People started, and he announced, we had the comedy stylings of Rainey Lawrence. Yeah. My eyes got this big, man. I was like, what? And I went and did it and actually killed it. Yeah. And the same 4 guys who older than me and picked on me all this time, and like that weekend, they were just like, I can't believe you did it. And that was and then, as my teen years, I got older, watching late night and connected me to Red Fox and Richard Pryor. My uncles would listen to all of that stuff, man. I wanted to do it. And so my real official, I would say it's like 1988.
Yeah.
Hanging out and doing open mics in Orlando. Touring comedian got me to move to New York. I moved there in 89 and started hustling there. Did Laugh One Out at the Apollo. Laugh Tuesdays was one of their top comedians, and then started touring. And that began to intersect with a lot of my acting gigs. And here I am. You blink, a couple of decades passed, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love your body of work too, man.
Thanks, man.
I'm really honored to be around you here. Like I was like, I can't wait till Rainey comes on the show here so I can ask him all these crazy questions about, how to start a comedy career. Like, cause you've been up through the ups and downs of
Yes, nothing different than what Kimothy would tell you. You just go out and there's never been a comedian.
I was gonna hit him if
there's never been a comedian that has been sitting somewhere going, I don't know where to start. Yeah. Like the hunger by itself if they dropped Kimothy, if he had never done it before, he was just hungry to start it. I mean, this is me knowing K-Lo. And he said, he's working at a job and he's going, man, I'm going to start this comedy thing. And they dropped him in the middle of Tel Aviv. And not even speaking a language, he would find a comedy club. That's what I've learned about true comedians. Yeah. They will find, I don't care where you be, I don't even, you just move to a city. I don't even know Chi-Town like that. They will find the comedy clubs before they find the grocery stores and the barbers, and they'll find them. You sniff them out. You get in the conversation, then when you go to that first one, that night, you're going to get in a conversation with other comedians who are aspiring to be professional comics. They're going to tell you where the hot spots are. They're going to tell you, don't go to that open mic, go to this one, and blah, blah, blah. You be there in major city, you can be there for a week, and all of a sudden, you know the comedy scene. Yeah. That's just how it is. And then you get on stage, you start killing it, certain comedians will start gravitate to you. That's the upper echelon of comedians. The top comedians will start gravitating. I mean, I really like that joke you did about blah, 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 the whole thing about you and P. Diddy alone in the bathroom, whatever they're just going to say it real quick and pass by, and just show you some love. Man, that thing you did about your mom. Yeah, that's funny shit, bro. Yeah. And then and it begins to be a mutual thing. And before you realize it, there's this circle. Every city you go, here in Lubbock, it's a different type of circle, but it's no different than if you go to San Antonio, or if you leave the state and you go to Oklahoma City, or you go out east to DC, Chicago, New York. There's these pockets form and alliances form based on just I think your shit is cool. It's the same way with musicians. It's just it's us telling jokes. Yeah. It happened here, man. Mm-hmm. They used to have a spot called Backstage, and I moved my wife out here to pursue her PhD, and then I was kind of coming and going, and it was probably around 2015 before I really checked out a couple of open mic nights here just to see what was going on. Yeah. But we were at Backstage the night I met Kalo, and it's just one of those things. You see the work. Oh, this brother's funny, It's, hey, man, like it's, blah, 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 and then 2 or 3 times of that at different nights, then you just, what I mean? Like, this is my people, comedically, just like it is with music. I wear a bunch of hats in the performing arts, and, it's no different than, that's the thing that's constant, whether it be actors, musicians, you identify, and then you begin to form alliances. You
find your tribe.
Yeah, you find your tribe. You're just like, I'm the same way as an actor. I got friends all over this country, man. By this point, this globe, that you're just like, I really like this dude's work. I really like this lady's work. And then you meet at a coffee house, or you tell them after their show, or they tell you after their show. And before time, you realize, it's like, oh, we're friends now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how the game goes.
Yeah.
Rainey, I'm going to tell you, when Kalo reached out to me earlier today, and he was making sure I was coming, giving me the details and whatnot, I told him, I said, listen, he said, first 30 minutes we're going to talk topics, second 30 minutes we're going to talk to the guests. So who the fuck is the guest? He said, Rainey. Who the fuck is Rainey? He's like, he's a comedian. Don't worry about it. I got you. I was like, well, I'm going to go ahead and leave. Like, I'm gonna talk man. Like, I don't know nothing about what the fuck is going on. And he was like, well, no, if you could just stay, we ain't going to just leave you there hanging. I'm like, all right, cool. Dude, I will say it has been such a, for me, just sitting here talking to you this whole time while we've been getting stuff set up, it's been an honor. Just sitting here, just talking with you, man. Like,
likewise, man. I watched it. He knows, man. I'm kind of about podcasts.
Yeah.
And you did your first episode, and I hit you up. Mm-hmm. I was like, dude, that podcast rocks, man. And I was like, I'd come on that podcast. Because he knew I had already, he brought it up to me, and I was like, man, I don't do podcasts. Yeah. Because a lot of them, man, it's not really all of them, but I've kind of gotten about podcasts the way the bad ones are.
Yeah.
It's kind of anchored in my head that that's what podcasts are, and they're not. It's just you see enough of the bad ones, and people are phony and pretentious and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, I don't want to give my time to that. So, but when I saw the first one, I was like, oh, I can't remember everything I said to you, but I was just like, dude, that was hot. It was real. You guys were on there and you were just kicking it.
Yeah, you was like a family barbecue.
Yeah. I was like, okay, I'll do your podcast. Yeah, right. I'll do your podcast.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, you know me, I can get whatever. I can get intellectual, political, blah blah blah. But it needs to come from a place that's real, not feeling like, oh no, we got talking points now.
Yeah.
If you look at the bottom of our screen, nigga, come on.
I want you to pause and just turn and look at him.
Yeah, right.
What I do? You said that earlier about the talking points.
What's the talking points?
And then you see how we just sit there and wrote. I said we got enough chemistry in this room. And we don't need no goddamn
talking points.
This is natural.
We probably already at an hour.
This is what we do.
You still can
Daniel, where we at? So hold on. Shout out to Karen and Daniel.
I know. Dork Productions.
Right?
Shout out to Dork Productions.
Yeah.
Hey, how much longer we got, man? We got 42
We at
minutes left.
42.
Oh, we're at 42.
Yo, this is great, man. Like, get 4 black artists in a Breaking Bad episode.
Now, the next question, that festival that you used to attend in London, was it London?
Oh, Edinburgh in Scotland.
I heard they quit doing that festival.
No, they just they backed out for COVID.
Oh.
There's certain, you know, the Edinburgh Fringe Festival started in, I want to say, like 1947. They never missed a year. And it was one of the things that got my attention with COVID. Like, them shutting down the NBA.
Oh, I know.
Thank
The
you,
NBA.
Rudy Gobert.
Right. And the top one was Disney World. That's like, because I worked for them for 6 years. I was like, the mouse take your money no matter what.
I know.
And it's, 9/11 happened, and they were like, this way, please. You know? And so when Disney started closing up, man, I was on the phone with friends all over the country. I was like, this thing is real serious, man. Yeah. This is real. The top ones for me were the NBA and Disney. That's when I got like, oh,
Yeah.
this is for real.
Yeah.
Were you in Florida for
COVID?
Yeah.
No, I was here by this point.
Okay.
But I had just come back from, I had just done a play called All the Way with Cincinnati Shakespeare Company. I'm talking, we had literally just closed the show. I drove home. I did like a 2-day. I stopped in, I think, Tulsa and Tulsa and St. Louis, and came on in. When I say literally, we were living in an apartment here at the time. I had my bags, rolled upstairs, opened the door, and my wife was sitting on the couch watching the news press conferences where they were shutting everything down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. I ain't gonna lie, that was kind of like a good time in life, but it was bad too, man.
Good time for
Man,
fucking who?
It
For
was a
me,
good time.
yeah, man. And listen, first 4 or 5, because you know, I'm an introvert, you know, who's learned to be an extrovert.
Yeah.
So the first 5 or 6 months, I was like, this is good. Then it got around 8 or 9. It's like, oh, I'd like to see some people.
Yeah.
I know.
Listen, I was.
I can fucking
What did they call the motherfuckers that had to work?
shit.
First
Essential.
Essential worker.
Essential,
I was
yeah,
an essential worker. I ran 7 group homes.
that sounds too much like the
know, we had to
Holocaust to
fucking
me.
work
That's
every
scary
day,
shit.
so
You're an
that's all
essential
there.
worker. Oh,
Exactly.
I can make a bomb.
I had to make sure that these motherfuckers were staffed and okay, well, we got COVID. We, plural, more than one of y'all? Fuck. So I'm having to go hit the floor. Then they changed the rules. They expected us to work 80 hours, 40 in office, 40 on the floor. I had to tell them 1865 exists. They said, what happened in 1865? Slavery was, you know, they got rid of that shit.
Yeah.
I don't work for free. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah, COVID
Essential
was
worker, you can say
crazy.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I worked in the pandemic.
And then here in Lubbock, it coincided with that long ass winter.
Yeah.
It went from October to April.
Yeah.
That
Everybody's
year.
roofs were falling in. And shit.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. So
Yeah, it was nuts, man. And we moved during that, and I got new neighbors, and you know they want to talk to you.
yeah.
What the hell is that?
They try to be
How you
friendly.
doing? Like, no, we stopped that in the 90s. You just get your mail and go in your house.
Yeah. Wave and keep it pushing.
Right. Your dog gets it. Why don't you?
Yeah. Just get the hell on. So,
But Twan, go ahead with your question. I know you got many questions for me.
Oh man, yeah, but to finish on the Edinburgh, man, it's the biggest performing arts festival in the world. comedy is a huge part of it. Hannibal did one of his specials there. I can't push it. I was just the other day telling Selena, I can't push enough of comedians. Like, go if you get a chance, even if it's just for a week. It lasts for the entire month of August. You know, a lot of comics go there as a pivot. Like, it's like, okay, I'm moving to this next transition. Yeah. Like, I took a show there in 2006 called Cufflinks and Jolly Ranchers for Dummies. And it was my shift in philosophy with certain things I was doing comedically. And you get to run that for an entire month, every night. In addition to the fact that you're doing all these different lineups, you know, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning at different venues. And it's just like, you're just marinating in whatever you're doing. Yeah. And meeting all these other comics from all over the globe. And it's a great thing, man. I can't push it enough to other comedians. But yeah, I did that in 2006 with my one-man show, and then 2002 before that, went there with a stage show that we blew it up, called Bomba de Veras, which is a hip-hop Shakespearean show. We were the Hamilton before Hamilton. Yeah. We took that show to the West End, which is London's Broadway, and had a great run there, man. But yeah, when I did that one in 2002, me and my homeboy Chuck, who was also a cast member, we would do some stand-up on the side. And you could just go there. You could just show up, I'm telling you now, without having plans to do comedy and be in a lineup every night. Just by socializing and networking. You know, it may not be the most prime spot that if you had planned ahead, but I tell comedians all the time, it's like, well, if you got the money and you can get some place to stay and go, just from that experience, especially if you're young, and young to me means pre-50, go do it. Go do it.
Networking, that's what you said, right?
Networking, man.
It sounds like you're saying like comedians is like clicking up, like Cat Williams said. So like, do you think that you like should align yourself like with other people and, you know, possibly, I mean, cause it's like, I don't know. It's like a little thing about, and I don't know what the hell I'm thinking about, but I'm thinking about like whenever people say they click up and, you know, people say like that you get like more benefits or whatever. Then like some people are like Cat Williams where they just like, I'm being myself. I'm gonna stand true to who I am. And
yeah, but I mean, Cat has his people.
That's what I was about to say.
He has his people. He has his people.
You know what I mean. Like,
no, and I definitely know what you mean because, like I said earlier, I'm one of those people. I like if you put me at a party tonight, I'm gonna be in the corner observing before I get to know people. Yeah. And
that's exactly how he is. I understand that. I met him, he was in the corner.
Yeah. And I will eventually find my brothers, you know what I mean? But I'm not quick on that. But at the same time, I separate that from just kind of networking as an artist. Like when you go to the Fringe, I mean, yeah, it's going to be that negative stuff there. There's going to be people there trying to get an angle and then click, and there's going to be people stealing and all of that. That's in the comedy world, period. Yeah. But it's overshadowed by the large amount of positive. You're meeting a variety of comedians, different styles, different languages. I sat at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival and watched a Russian comedian, didn't understand a word he was saying, and I'm laughing with the audience because of his facial expressions, and then kicking it in the beer gardens with him and another comedian from Tokyo and one from Australia, and we just, you know what I mean? Like, you know, and then you get to know these guys. You know, some of them you can see from my Facebook and Instagram friends. These are guys like I've gotten to know and work with, and so years ago, and you meet a John Oliver on his way up, and Trevor Noah and all those guys when you're at the Fringe Festival, because the comedians are coming from all over. You know, you got guys from the States, but you got guys from the UK, you got, like I said, Tokyo, Russia, you know, in addition to the fact that all facets of the performing arts are there. Dancers, actors doing shows, opera. It's just like, it's hard to even put into context. One of the most famous, biggest Fringe festivals in the world is the New York Fringe Festival. Yeah. The New York Fringe Festival, last I knew, had a Fringe guide that lists 300 shows. 300 shows. Okay, I'm making a point to you. Edinburgh will list something like 9,000, and they only list a third of their shows. So it's by far the biggest performing arts festival. And when you go there for that month, the city is a venue. I mean, it's like every rooftop, drawing room, side room, basement, moving buses, street alleys, shows are going. You're walking through shows. You're getting your dinner while shows happen. You may be a part of a show when you're getting your coffee. It's nonstop in the entire month of August.
Wow.
Yeah. And then comedy. So you got comedians doing their one-man shows in different venues. There's a gazillion venues in the city when the festival's going on.
You said 1 minute?
No. One man.
Okay.
One man. So you got that going on. Then you got different people who formed, like, say if we went together and said, okay, every night at 7:00 at the Gilded Balloon, you'll see, the Awesome Foursome or whatever. And it'd be a lineup of just us. And then at midnight, all of the main venues are doing their lineup of comedians that last to 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And they have the different names. So you got the Best of the Fest, and you got the Late and Live, and these are all going in the Bat Cave, and you know what I mean? And these lineups are running to 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and the audience stays there the entire time.
Yeah, wow.
Packed houses, and and so you're having that quick exchange, and you're getting steady reps.
And speed dating.
Yeah, man. And you're getting all these reps, and you're doing your show every night.
Yeah.
And then in addition to that, you're getting to go and do these different lineups, and it's almost like a basketball camp. You know what I mean?
It's a lot of gym work.
Yeah, those guys come out of there, and you're just like, man, you made these huge improvements over a month and a half time. It's like, well, they were with other basketball players who are top level skill. And so you can't help but, so when you're around that, you go in there and it's nothing but these comedians, and you're going, and all of a sudden you're thrown in a lineup, and then something happens crazy. You got a crazy MC, and there was this British cat, Daniel Kitson. He's blown up now and considered one of the best in the world. But way back in 2003, he would do this kind of Robin Williams type crazy shit when he hosted the show. And you had to respond. He challenged some of the fellow comedians to a wrestling match right there on stage. And, you know what I mean? It's just like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and you responding to that, and you're a comedian too. So that's just a small, I was in a cabaret venue doing a set, and a shrieker ran by in the middle of my set. And it was just like, oh, and then I was doing another show, and I was doing the bit, and I punched the wall, but when I punched it, in my mind, it was just to make a point. Yeah. My whole arm went through the wall.
Yeah. That wall was paper thin? What was it?
Maybe he was strong as shit.
To go through a whole wall? Like, how. I hate to keep on bringing Lupita up.
But yeah, man, maybe we should go as the Awesome Foursome, man. But yeah, it's a month long, huge. I can't, they should hire me for promotions, because I'm always telling young comics, if you get a chance to go. But there's many festivals all over there. There's Just for Laughs in Montreal, and Toronto have their big comedy festival. Those are some of the bigger comedy festivals. New York Fringe,
Right. What's so crazy? I'm not even at this level, or I can even think or fathom like the venues that you're talking about. Like, whenever I think about Just for Laughs and these venues that you're talking about, I think about like star power. Like, you gotta have that type of. No, I'm just saying, like, just where I am currently.
But you have all of that, man. You have like the equivalence of someone like Michael Che. Yeah. He's a pretty big name, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he'll be at a venue and be in this one room across the hall from your show. And you got to compete with that. But at the same time, it's just this variety of a level of fame. So it'll be guys like that, or Jim Jeffries, who came out of Australia. Yeah. That they'll be, when you get to the Fringe, when you get inside of the venues, outside of the fact that they got a name and they got a PR team, outside of that, it's equal footing, man. It's like the crowd's just coming to see comedy. Yeah, and it's a great environment for that. So you could end up stealing some of his thunder, or you can share it or whatever, but it's not like people are being like, well, why would he have a show when Jim J. No, it's just like, no, it's just another option.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Spread thin.
When we went to the Laugh Factory in Vegas, it wasn't I mean, Jeff Dye, he's not really a big name. I don't know, have y'all ever heard of him?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, see?
No.
So his 2 opening acts got a better response than he did. I went in just to watch some comedy. I ain't give a fuck who it was. I was mad because I couldn't see the Griffin show.
Yeah.
I was pissed off about that. So, I mean, no, I did that. So what stops you from being on that level, especially knowing now that you could have anywhere from the all-star to the novice?
Yeah. Equal footing.
Yeah. Everybody, we all in the sandlot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you about what would you say like is the most important thing, like the acting part or the stand-up part? Like which one would you tell somebody like to perfect first? Because you know you like since you like multifaceted.
I mean, I'm a horrible example for what you should do.
Yeah. Yeah, you should give us some good advice over.
Yeah,
so
no,
that's
I guess it's good advice if you want to feel free in who you are, man. I love them all, man. You know, I love, and it's not just those 2. You know, I direct stage also.
Yeah.
And I love it. I used to say I love directing stage and doing stand-up better than anything, but it's been almost 2 decades since I've said that because something happened. I took a 5-year hiatus from acting, and I came back and something happened. I needed that hiatus. I came back, and the actor that people have been seeing the last 10, 15 years, they are seeing after I took that hiatus. And I think my work before that was solid, don't get me wrong, but I'm so aware that I'm on a different level now. Yeah. You know, and my work has reflected that. But I think I needed to take and process. Actors, man, I joke, I joke with you a lot about what I call theater people, because I'm not theater people type person. Actors can get all into themselves and heads to the point. It's a great thing because it's a self-examination thing, but sometimes it can become too self-indulgent. Yeah. And they'll get on stage and you can be across from them and they're looking at you, you looking in their eyes, but they're not looking at you. And you go, yeah. See, you got all of this skill and technique that you've learned, but you've forgotten how to be real. Yeah. And that's so important to me, to go on stage night in and night out. And I think I've managed that since I've come back from the hiatus to, as an old mentor said to mine, look the person in the eye across the stage from you and mean what you say.
Yeah. Wow. That's a good little nugget there.
I ain't want to cut you off, Rainey, but I think Ratwan is trying to learn that it's no blueprint to success.
No.
That you have to get out there and go.
Yeah.
Everybody's story is going to be different.
So different.
So you just got to get out there.
You got to discover your own lane, man.
Yeah. Thank you, Caleb. You're so...
I mean, that's what she was asking him, fan ass nigga. But how do you do this? Now you got to get out there and go get it.
Yeah.
Same shit you told me. So use your words, nigga.
Hit tonight.
So, no diddy. Sorry, it just pissed me off. What do you do first? Which pants leg you put on first?
We're talking about Rainey's brain.
Nah, Rainey gonna tell you the truth. And you don't think you really want Rainey to tell you the truth.
He said I'm gonna tell the truth. He said, all we got to do is that. And he's very, very specific about.
You got to go out there and get it. It's not acting. It's not comedy. You just gotta,
like different people do like different things.
I mean, what I meant by bad example is like there's a lot. I just signed with the agency for the first time in almost 20 years, because that part of the business, when young actors and young comedians talk to me, I go, business-wise, I'm not the person you want to talk to. Now, if you want to talk about artistry, I can give you some pointers. But business maneuvering, and I love my career, don't get me wrong. Yeah. But there's, I've had 3 or 4 times they thought I was going to blow up and blah, blah, blah. And every time, I was the one who ruined those. But I have no regrets. I love my career, man. There's cats out there now that are huge names who haven't done some of the things I've done. Yeah. When you say actor and comedian. I've done some things on stage globally and with certain text and certain theater companies that I've had to mature to understand the significance of. You know?
Yeah.
That when I was younger, I wouldn't have looked at it and said, "Oh, that's something," you know.
Yeah.
That's some legacy work there. I've had to learn that now. Like I this year for me is called bucket. Like you see where I'll hashtag it, bucket list 24 year, because every project I'm involved with this year is a bucket list item. My first 2 shows, stage shows I did this year, I've been wanting to do the Amen Corner since I was like 18, and people stopped doing it. It's a legendary piece by one of our greatest writers, James Baldwin, and people stopped doing it for some reason.
Man, what a name drop! Yeah.
Yeah, they stopped doing it for years. And suddenly in the last 2 years, people started doing it. In Cincinnati Shakespeare, when they put it in their season, Brian Phillips, the producing artistic director, called me and said, "We want you to be involved." I was like, "Yeah, man. Amen Corner, yeah." And then on top of that, Tori Wiggins, who played my wife in Amen Corner, she called me October of last year and said, "You're coming here for Amen Corner. You know I'm directing How I Learned What I Learned," which is a piece about August Wilson and how he came up with, how he became the writer he would become. Yeah. And she's like, "I keep hearing your voice." And I was like, "Oh, that's great." He's like, "Can you do it?" I was like, "Sure." And so I kicked off my year with those 2. And man, quite an experience. The outpouring in love we got for those shows is crazy. And by the city and the communities in Cincinnati. It's absolutely crazy. I mean, I'm 55. I've been in the game for 5 decades, bruh. And the last 3 to 4 shows I've done, the outpouring have just been kind of like, this is crazy. We did Fences in Shakespeare and Company last summer. I did it across from Ella Joyce. You know Ella Joyce from Rock. And the love they gave us for that show, for 8 shows a week. And people were just like, and we were like, wow. That's something I don't expect to ever replace. Even at 55, if things blow up for me in film, TV, or whatever, it's nothing like, you know, Denzel said it best, there's nothing like live theater. Yeah. It's just nothing like it,
so
man.
is this the end or the beginning? You said, like, this is your bucket list, and then...
It's bucket list in senses of stuff that I've always wanted to do. I hope it's not the end. Yeah, I don't have the expiration. I'm not fortunate enough to have the expiration date, but I hope it's not the end. I'm like a kid right now. I've never been. I probably went through my 30s, 40s trying, or at least up to my 40s, trying too hard. I'm like, right now, I'm in a place, you know what I mean? Yeah. And it just feels great. I'm like a little kid doing these shows, man, you know. Doing How I Learned What I Learned, that's an hour, 50 minutes of me on the stage, no intermission, playing August Wilson. And I was like a kid in a candy store doing that show. I'll be honest with you, man. Every night just feeling like, oh, God damn, I'm on the like Mickey Mouse ride of all time.
He's an actor. The actor.
But yeah, all of that's fun. But yeah, man, I was trying to get out of detention.
Yeah.
That's how I got into acting, man.
Oh.
I was trying to get out of detention, which I stayed in at that time, and just fell in love with it, you know. Yeah, I came through the door. I always say this, I came through the door of the performing arts as a dancer. I was shy. My sister needed a dance partner, and she could beat me up. So I was it's just like, yes, ma'am.
That's good enough for you.
Right. And we became this dance team in a small little town called Mulberry, and we were at Mulberry Middle School, and they never seen anything. This was before you had like social media and everything, right? Yeah. And we had cousins who would always come down from New York for summer and bring like these mixtapes and all the dances. So we were getting in this small town in Florida, these dances and style and all this stuff like a good 2 years ahead. Yeah. And we put together these dances, and they, you know, at this small Florida town, all the kids would be like, where y'all get that, you know? Because we're getting it from my cousins from New York. And we would just, we dominated the talent contest, man. We just like, there was no contest, yeah. My sister would sing, you know the song, oh, why, he's the greatest dancer. Yeah. We did a routine where she would sing and I would come out And my stepdad didn't even know I had stolen his London Fog trench coat. Come out, pop, lock it. You know. Yeah. That was the beginnings, man. And that seems like months ago. I swear to God, it does. We were talking on the phone recently. My sister, when you flip through those hair magazines and you see LaGuana Platt, that's my sister. She's pretty well known as a stylist and does hair and the whole Atlanta scene. She's pretty big dog there. But we talk about it all the time. It's like, remember songs and Sky and fantastic voice. Hey, come along, take a ride. There's a party over there. It ain't. Yeah. We have routines to all of that stuff, man.
You, man.
Andre like to shake his ass to that.
That was the beginnings right there, man. Right there. Yeah, in the side family room working on dances. You be the dog. Yeah, and then the comedy thing, man, like I said, my uncles would play Red Fox, man. And I was a junior in high school. Mr. Graham, this black man, was the guidance counselor who ran detention. And I had people in the back, we were in the back of the detention dying laughing. He's like, Lawrence, he called me by my last name. He said, Lawrence, you think you're so funny? Get up in front of the room. Yeah. I got up in front of the room and I started out doing Red Fox Brown Plain Rapper, that concert. And I slipped and did some of the cuss words. And he had his arms folded. He just looked at me, he said, go ahead. I did that entire concert. I had a little pencil to serve as my cigarette, walking around acting like Red Fox, I met this hooker at the bar. I was doing the whole thing. Said, what time you got to be home, baby? She said, how much money you got? I said, $10,000. She said, Labor Day. I was a junior in high school going around doing this whole Red Fox thing. And then, you get that response. You know how that is, bro. And then I was just like, yeah. And just started, once I started at this junior college doing like stage shows, I would go out and hit the open mics and the neighboring towns, which was, this town I grew up with is right in the middle of Tampa is over here, Orlando's over here. So I could go to either one in like an hour's time. Yeah. And that's when I first started working out and doing my bits. I can remember some of my first bits, the Black Jetsons. I used to do a bit where I turned the Jetsons black. Meet Buster Jetson. Daughter to Keisha. Chatty made his wife. You're young. You just come up with shit like that. Crockpot, the mutt. Bam, 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 bam. Until you can start getting some life experiences to really root your comedy in. That's the other thing, man, with young comics. And Timothy knows this, man. Kalo knows this. You keep trying to get them like do you? Yeah. A lot of young comedians are trying to they're trying to be a Joe Rogan or a Dave Chappelle now, not realizing that the Dave Chappelle and Joe Rogan wasn't that Dave Chappelle or Joe Rogan when they were at their stage.
Yeah. So I'm gonna stop you there. I feel like you just, and again, I'm not a comic. Did you just put Dave Chappelle and Joe Rogan on the same?
No, I'm just using them as examples.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, because
I'm using them as examples, knowing that young comics.
He's new.
Yeah.
We just picked him up.
Yeah, knowing that young comics, those are names that come up a lot.
He wasn't here last season.
Yeah.
Man, listen, I was confused, man.
He speaks his mind. Let's ignore him.
But yeah, man, you just sit there.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I don't want to be rude.
Did you compare Dave Chappelle and Joe Rogan?
Well, because Joe Rogan's not a good comedian.
He is the white people.
He's not the white people. They shit on him.
Yeah.
He's somebody.
I ain't never seen none of Joe Rogan's stand-up. So
I've seen a couple.
See?
The one he did, that wasn't the last one. The one he did about the cat or whatever, that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
See that? The one about the cat was really funny.
Yeah, I don't know which one it is.
I don't know about the cat.
I don't know which one that is, but it's just.
I couldn't pinpoint it. I saw enough to where it was like.
Wah, wah, wah.
Oh, yeah.
Daniel, where we at with time?
So, like I said, I ain't listening to Joe Rogan.
Whoa, we came back with a fire-ass episode.
You think so?
I think it was a pretty good episode. Did you learn something, nigga?
I missed y'all, man.
Rainey, tell everybody where they could find you.
Whoa, before you do, you might not been here when we do this, but we give our guests their flowers, sir.
Give them his flowers then.
What's this?
So our flowers that I want to give to Rainey is Rainey. Since me and you met, you've been a great dude.
Thanks,
I love
man.
your journey. Love your advice, your wisdom, your words, your warmth.
Get in there.
You're like an egg.
You about to propose to this man? Yeah. I'm sorry, go ahead, carry on.
Oh man. The P. Diddy episode. You shouldn't have started with P. Diddy.
Nah.
You brought this on yourself.
What that means is,
I'm
shut
a
up.
fangirl early. So.
Nah, man, this is brotherhood right here of comedy.
Carry on, Caleb.
What was I at?
Warmth.
But shut up.
You got a vagina.
We're gonna be missing a guy next episode. Anyway, man, this is the part where we give the flowers. I gave most of them, but Rainey, I love what you do. You inspire me.
Thanks, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Likewise.
Thanks for the inspiration.
So, Rainey, look, I love the advice that you gave me
Fan
today.
ass
Even,
nigga.
Hey, look, even though Caleb kept on interrupting, I would love for us to explore like a mentorship program. Like
I'm gonna stop right there. Rainey, remember I told you? I said, I got a cousin that went to talk.
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
Ooh. 4, 5.
Look, Rainey was in France or something like that. Like you kept on telling me, like Rainey was like all over the place. I could never find Rainey. Rainey gonna be over here like 1227. Over. If you ain't over there, you ain't gonna be there.
Rainey moves around a lot. He don't stay still.
That's what I'm saying. So like Rainey, I don't know. Where's Rainey here? Where's Rainey gonna be at next?
Boston. Well, not Boston, but Lenox, Massachusetts.
Damn.
Shakespeare and Company.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, he
This
want
my
a
boy here.
mentorship.
Yeah,
Doing
I
a
mean,
show.
that's how it came.
Doing a show called The Islanders.
Island.
Yeah, I call it a sitcom with heart. It's these two characters, this lady, and I play the guy who moves next to her. We're both coming out of COVID,
Yeah.
and it basically uses these two characters to serve as a vehicle to talk about a lot of topics. But once I move in next to her, the audience watches the next year in our life as we become closer
only two people on
as
Earth or
neighbors.
something like that, or?
Nah, I just like
Okay,
only
like
two
I
people in the
had
show.
to procreate or something like that, so.
Oh man, I like that. You need to write that script.
So, coming out
It's
of COVID.
already written. It's in the Bible. I've seen it.
I said like if COVID killed everybody, and then
Yeah.
you had to procreate.
Some
Called
kind of
Sodom and Gomorrah,
dystopian.
bro.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah. Except he got raped by his daughter. Listen, Rainey,
Now you tell Rainey how much
gave
you
him
love
wine.
him and support him.
This is-
Thankful for him.
Man,
God. Even
I
though
like
you
his
just
script
met
though.
him,
It's like
you need to-
Blackenheimer.
Yeah, you need to tell him some encouraging
Exactly,
words.
so.
That's what we do to our guests now. We don't put our guests down. We uplift them.
I haven't put this man down.
No, I'm saying that's what we do to our guests because you don't know about the flowers and shit.
Look, you've been arguing with him all day. So.
This is what I'm paid for.
Yeah.
Am I getting paid?
I don't know. So, gotta take it up.
No,
with the
Rainey,
good
like I said earlier, dude.
You
It's
don't know Rainey, nigga.
it's been a pleasure, man. Like it's doing interviews and stuff is completely outside of my wheelhouse, but just listening to your story, you know,
Thanks, man.
it's inspiring all the way around, especially the aspect where you start talking about the bucket list.
Yeah.
Like that's a really big thing
I
because
thought it was the Kobe Farewell tour. It's like, damn. Sailing off into the sunset or
well, like for somebody like Caleb, he's younger, but for us, we're older.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah, man.
time to start doing the things that we didn't have the
Bruh.
opportunity to do. Yeah. So that's
And
right there
that's
alone
what I
is dope.
meant, you know, when I said earlier, I know it ain't really at the end of the day a bad influence, but I joke to people all the time. I'm like, I'm a bad influence in the sense that if you are holding on to the 9-to-5 philosophy of life, you know, and kudos to those who have to hold it down. I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying, you know, I'm not the person you want if you got a family member and you go, nah, I want them to go back to their job and not pursue their dreams, because I'm gonna be the devil on the shoulder going, pursue it, go nigga, go. You know, I'm that guy. I'm gonna always be that guy, and it's one of those things. I think people who know me thought I would mature out of that. No, it's amplified now. You know, I used to be a little bit more tactful and shy about it. Now I'm just like, oh no, that's what you want to do?
That filter gone.
Yeah. You wanna play the oboe and get high the rest of your life, bro? Do your thing.
Yeah, I said play the oboe. Huh?
Shit.
So. Sounds like a good bucket list.
Yeah.
Lady's talking.
I'm sorry.
Damn.
But yeah, and so bucket list kind of came out of the fact that, and I didn't even seek them. You know, just certain projects have been coming to me this year that it's like, well, yeah, that is a bucket list item. So I just started calling this Bucket List 24.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah. I'm hoping, I'm going to say this on don't come in here with that bullshit episode, one that we've talked about a couple of years now. I'm hoping to happen this year, and that is be my first comedy special.
All right.
Well, hopefully
Season 4.
Hopefully you do it here. That way I can see it.
Yeah.
I want to see it live. I want to see it live. I'll start going to comedy shows. I want to see it live.
Yeah, I hope so.
You gotta get us some tickets, Rain. So.
Yeah, I could do that. I think I know a guy.
You know what? I know you know. Let's talk about bootlegging earlier. Yeah, sports tickets. So, I don't know.
You already know, man. If I ain't in it live, I'm gonna watch that shit on the internet. I'm gonna bootleg the hell out of it. But you know it's up from a place it came.
Man, did you see when Godfrey was on Shay Shay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love a lot of stuff he had to say about, you know, well, he addressed a little bit talking about Cat and Country Wayne and all. Oh, they're brilliant, man. They're brilliant, man. Unbelievable, man.
Yeah.
But when he talked about, like, you know, what's going on right now and how some guys are taking this shit to YouTube and all that kind of thing. I don't know specifically about that, but it's a lot more different now.
Yeah.
It's like when I was first coming up, you had to go through 3 channels to get things done. Now it's like, nah, I can produce this myself.
Yeah, man. It's a couple of comedians that I started watching. Josh Johnson.
Yeah.
And Andrew Schultz.
Yeah.
Oh, Andrew Schultz, yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
Man, I've been telling y'all about Schultz for a while, man, with the brilliant idiots. You niggas look at me like I was crazy.
When was he telling us this? Last season?
Not last season, I wasn't here. Yo, listen, we got...
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back.
We are 5, 4, 3.
The K-Loke and the Troll is back. And Torn occasionally.
I forget about the nurse.
Oh, you the nurse now. At the beginning of the show, you know who
I told you
was.
professional.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been an interesting episode. One, thank y'all for watching.
My bad.
I do go by Clockavelli, Sweet Clock Jones. Nigga, I'm talking.
Yes, sir.
I do go by Clockavelli, Sweet Clock Jones, KZ, Timothy Williams. And I'm going to go ahead and pass it to my next co-host guy next to me.
Antoine, a.k.a. the nurse. Antoine, a.k.a. Blackmore. Antoine, a.k.a. I'm out of here. Moving on to my friend and my best co-host of all time.
Oh, see, that was touching.
I know. Yeah, I stand this nigga to my right. Like, damn.
You ride with them niggas, you... Nah, it's... It's Andre Maurice.
Every time you talk, Dan, you got to do the thing. You pissing Daniel off.
I'm sorry. It's Andre Maurice, King trolling this bitch. I love y'all. I'm happy to be back home.
Cuz finna get zeroed in here. So
he's back home.
Get zeroed in.
And that's all right. I'll ask that nigga what happened. Why did you kiss the bitch?
Yeah. You see a bunch of shoes.
What?
Rainey.
So what are you doing?
Rainey, shout
It's
out.
Rainey, the Illuminatus, Mr. Funny Black Man, Chocolate Gandalf, Black Yoda.
They blew up.
Ooh.
Illuminatus. Yeah.
And I hope I didn't confuse y'all with this hat on this chair.
Tell them where they can find you at, man.
You can find me on It's Rainey. That's ITSRANNEY.com. It'sRainey.com. Chocolate Gandalf on Instagram, if you know how to spell. If not, fuck it. And Rainey Lawrence, my last name is actually Lawrence. That's the W, not the U, on Facebook.
Yeah. Lawrence Fishburne.
All right, y'all. And that was a wrap. Good night.
All right.
Peace. Bye, y'all. Bye.
I'm sleepy.
Move P. Diddy.
Second.